Hey everybody, how you doing? How you doing? Who we got here so far? We're a couple of minutes early. Actually, we're 1 minute early. Gonna go ahead and get started here in a second. How's everybody doing? Hey JK, Mr. White says relax. Hey Craig, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm sorry, Kenzie was having some trouble streaming, and I was like, okay, well, if I sit here, I can still watch it when he comes back on, and if I lay down here, I can hear him when he comes back on, and he came back on, but he never could get going again, so when I woke up, I was like, oh, I'll have to go back and watch when he was on. Hey, if you are not watching this live, and there's a good chance because I can't post on Twitter because I'm banned for something I said from posting. I can still read and stuff like that, but I can't tweet or retweet. All right, well, let's go ahead. We'll give some people. What do we got? How many people we got in here? So yeah, we got 2 people in here right now. We'll give some people some time to get in here. If you're not watching us live and you don't want to sit through this part, go to the 10-minute mark. But we're going to have some fun until then, all right? So when y'all come in, let us know where you're from.
Tell your friends and your family that it's all good, 'cause this is how we do it when we party in the woods.
What's your name again, baby?
Oh, I love you.
Now that you're going out into the world, there's something you should know. You see that? Yeah? That's shit. And this is Shinola.
Shit. Shinola.
Son, you're gonna be all right.
Morons. I've got morons on my team.
No, I don't want you behind me. I want to see your ass. This whole ride.
Worked all week, I just wanna have fun, so I call up the crew and get it done. We don't back down, no sir, we don't run. You can kiss our ass if you want our guns. A fine Southern Belle on my passenger side, and a couple of cases of brewskis on ice. Yeah, to wash down all the liquor and the shine. I tell you, it's going down tonight.
Uh-oh. Yeah, being down on Twitter is hurting. Says we got 2 people in here. Y'all give me some help. Y'all share on social media if you will.
She's the kind of girl that'll blow your mind.
All right, we got 5 in here now. Who's in here? Y'all say howdy and tell us where you're from.
My tattooed queen, she loved that kid rock, Johnny Cash and Bruce Springsteen.
Thank you, Craig.
What knockers. Oh, thank you, Doctor.
I like the French braids in your hair, and them fitted blue jeans that you wear. I like to watch you shoot your guns, and I like the way you love having fun.
You're suspended too.
Baby.
Got a couple great kids that keep me right, and a sweet southern gal to hold tight at night. I got a flat bottom boat and a 4-wheel drive, John Deere mower and a side-by-side. I always got something hooked up to my hitch. Yeah, I'm redneck rich. I got a pond full of fish, a field full of corn, hell of a view from my back
Lambo, you know what that means. Chicken grilling, frog gigging, sipping on that sweet tea. Granddaddy's Mossberg, bringing home that clean meat. Sticking through the woods straight, covered up in real tree. Bug knife swinging on my belt like a wind chime. Strolling down a dirt trail, rolling up a good times. Glock 40 tackle box and a trot line. Cooler full of wiser and a jar full of moonshine. Plucking on the 6-string, chilling on the tailgate. Parked around the bonfire, sipping on a cold drink. Leather work boots stomping through this red clay. Johnny Cash barking while I'm loading up my 12 gauge. Way down in the cut where we bounce around on the mud grips. Raised up on the river, we slicker than wet catfish. Never seen us coming, but bet that they gonna see this. Trailer made till I'm in my grave, we on this Tennessee shit.
They never saw us coming out, they gon' see this. We worked hard for it, you can't believe it. Yeah, we sip, shine, and keep it we lit. We on that Tennessee shit. They never saw us coming out, they gon' see this. We worked hard for it, you can't believe it. Yeah, we sip, shine, and keep it we lit. We on that Tennessee.
You can be a delegator, you can be a validator, you can be a roller skater.
Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
When you come to this screen, you want to, through your MetaMask, you want to be signed in to your Energy Web token, address, and access. And I don't know what your name is. We'll just call you Lion Thieving Motherfucker. How about that? What, man? I think we do it old school. Dance off. Dance off. Y'all make sure you text in and vote. We're going to have a dance off.
1, 2, 3. So take off all your clothes.
I am getting so high.
Funky coma data.
Bullshit, lion thieving motherfucker.
No. Yes.
Do not buy or sell or think anything that I tell you to. Everything we talk about here is just my opinion. And I'm just as full of shit as everybody else, okay? Hey, quick crypto and permanent losses for pussies. Anyone? X amount of dollars. They got the denomination wrong on the airdrop, and they airdropped it in Bitcoin. Oh my God, that's freaking hilarious. I'm sorry, that's freaking hilarious. Dateline, Las Vegas. Sorry you had to endure that. I got lazy and didn't feel like looking up a sound effect for that.
Living in a van down by the river. Got drinks ice cold, girls red hot. All my redneck buddies headed right to the spot. So jump right in, you know the water's fine. We gon' have us a country fine hell of a time. So load up your trucks and bring all your friends.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I'm about to gamble like dice, watch for the snake guy. Hiding in the grass, that's why I constantly cut mine. I'm making me a path and slowly dropping them landmines. Flame in my hand, let's make us one of them wild. Cranking up the Kid Rock, everybody turning heads. 35 coming.
Sorry I had to fight in the middle of your Black Panther party.
To the county cops, got a lot of haters in a county line zone, but that's so cause I'm sitting on my throne. You ain't doing it how I'm doing it, so go talk that lottie-dottie. I be
Here's you, here's that, there's you,
I've heard stories that are ancient to the 10th time they told us. When adrenaline, I know you want more.
I am the Clit Commander. When it comes down to business, that's what I do.
Rebel flag hat, few scars on my knuckles, cause I live fast always, and I ain't even but.
Don't do as they say. Just get off the babysitter.
Charlie Daniels, baby, best believe I'm always clearing it. I live out in the country, used to hang on Old Pond Creek. Used to catfish with my grandpa, used to cut the grass for free.
You're on dangerous ground here. You're causing a major disturbance on my time.
I've been thinking about this, Mr. Hand. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time?
Just part of that country, cause that country's part of me.
Keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Ooh, as soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make them break that we are on the brink of. My cup is on the table, my love is stealing. Waiting here for you to shake and drink. But if you're tired of the same
on rolling. Ooh, rolling with the changes. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Ooh, rolling with the changes.
Because you have to live every day as if it's your last, because one of these days it is. So as you start taking profits and deciding, do I want to put this in silver? Do I want to put this into a stable coin? Do I want to put this into cash? Do I want to cash this out and use this for bills and everything? Don't forget to put some money into you. That's the most important thing. You only get one shot at this thing. And so if you say, what's your one piece of advice? Don't forget to live, because staring at the computer screen does not make your portfolio go up in value. Hey, everybody. Hey. Appreciate y'all coming in. I know we lost some of our normal crowd, because this is about 4 hours late than what y'all are used to. But looks like we've got some first timers. We've got Australia in the house. Who else is here? Who else is here that hasn't said howdy yet? Got a couple of things. We're going to do some stuff for a couple of my new friends in crypto. Actually, they're older friends, but they're new to crypto. So we're going to do a little bit of noob stuff. From now on in every episode, just for them. We got to get them caught up before the bull run is over. Who all we got here? Well, not everybody wants to talk. So, well, let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of the news. All right, there we go, I think. Let's see. Nope. Ain't a stream unless there's some kind of technical bull crap going on, huh? All right, there. All right. Hey, y'all follow me over on Twitter. I am suspended right now, which goes hand in hand with one of the videos that I posted yesterday about censorship. I roasted the doctor that Joe Rogan roasted on his show, and I said he's a piece of dog excrement, and Twitter banned me for a week. I mean, and those are the exact words that I used. Lots going on. I got some good stories for you. And we'll talk a little bit of crypto. But did y'all see all the Tether that was printed so far this week? I'm just going to make sure that I am. Okay. Did y'all see all of the all of the Tether that's been printed this weekend? And even USDC. Since I've been asleep. 75 million in Tether. 668 million in Tether printed. Oh, that was just a transfer. $30 million transferred. Another 30 million transferred. There's going to be a huge, if this wasn't it already, because this was anywhere between 6 to 10 hours ago. Lots of money moving to the market right now, and it's all Tether. Imagine that. So y'all get buckled up. Y'all get ready. They're either getting ready to buy it to drive it through the ceiling, or they're getting ready to short it down and dump it, and then buy a whole bunch when it gets low. Generally, that's a bullish thing there. But one of the things for the new guys, and also for the more seasoned crypto person, make sure that you're using Twitter the right way. And what's a good way? Because somebody asked me, is not to go in and necessarily see who is following a particular project that you like. More importantly, is to find out who they are following. See who they are following. You want the Go Step, who's the project, one of the project devs here, the main dev here. You want to be following him and see who he's following. But one of the things that some of you may have missed out on the last couple of days, I posted in the I posted it in the Twitter, I'm sorry, in the Telegram group, was about this mushrooms thing. You had to draw 9 mushrooms and then follow some other instructions on a Google form. And there were 2 1-hour whitelist periods. And if you did that and got in, you got in on the whitelist. But here, I can post this here for those that did. But you got to be paying attention all the time. All the time. Oh, thank you, JK. Actually, Tyler gave us Ohm. I'm just the one that that bought into the idea early. But thank you so much. Really appreciate it for the Canadian $10. You two locked me out in the app. Building a shook house in the morning sun. Hey, Professor. PayPal is into crypto. Now, are they doing crypto, or are they doing derivatives, kind of like Robinhood? Well, I'm sorry you didn't play that correctly, Mr. Sandman. That was easy money day one. But there's a lot of people that wrote it down to Davy Jones' locker also. So you're not alone. Is it still staking and rewarding well? Hey, Carlos, how are you, my brother? Yeah, the Clima mainnet, that's one thing we want to talk about. But yeah, the first thing is I wanted to talk about all that Tether, man. All that Tether. There's gonna be a little scary there. But Clima, their mainnet is the 18th. Is that correct, sir? Oop. Let me get back over here to the notes. I'm sorry. Is that correct? You couldn't do it because of Twitter either? Yeah. I wasn't suspended yet there. But yeah, Carlos, the best way that I understand it, and I'm going to talk about the Arbitrum thing first for the new guys, but we just need to bridge over to Poly and have some USDC ready. You want to transfer your Clima over. If you had your Clima in your Crucible and you were staking and you got Alchemist Clima, those are going to be moved over as well. So yeah, the 18th, you want to be set up in your MetaMask. You want to be set up so that you, if you're going to participate in the Clima launch over on Poly. Now, my understanding is this, that the launch price is going to be in the mid 300s, whereas currently right now, what's it priced at now over on the ETH version of it? About 1,300. If you were in the fair launch, you got it anywhere between 60 and 120. But yeah, you're going to want to grab a little bit of Matic to pay the fees and throw that over. Move your A Clima over. Move your Alchemist Clima over. And like I said, the launch price is supposed to be in the low to mid 300s, but it ain't going to stay there. It ain't going to stay there because according to one of the sources in our group, there's millions and millions of dollars waiting to get in the day it starts. So I guess the way to look at it is anything under $1,100 is a deal. So you may not get it at 300. Don't bank on getting it at 300. But even if you get it a little bit higher than that, but it's lower than the 1,300, it's a deal if you didn't get it during the fair launch. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything on that, Carlos? Tyler does say to buy in for the long run, except on that one, he gave a warning while he was talking about it. He said, people are saying that there's a dump coming. I think there's a dump coming, but I don't think it's going to happen yet. So when he gives clarifications on certain stuff, sometimes you need to listen to what he's saying, the whole picture. I did, like I said, that's why I got scared in the middle of the night and jumped out. Yeah, Clima's on the 18th. Have some Matic ready to pay fees. Also, the unit of exchange on the Clima over there is USDC, so have some USDC as well. You need to farm, spell, and sell your profit for MIM on Arbitrum. 98%. Yeah. No, it wasn't a rug pull, but it was a dump. That's what I got out. All right, so Ohm. Talk real quick about Ohm. If you are in Ohm and watching it closely, you saw what was going on the other day with that price. And that was a wicked night. There was some, they're moving to a new platform. And there was some, is it FUD if it's true? I don't know that it's true, but is it FUD? But that day right there, woo! Or it was this day. That was a hard day to stomach. Especially if you had a loan out. I had a loan out. Whoop, that's you. I had a loan out and I had to sell out part of that loan because it was getting pretty close to liquidation. Here we go. Yeah, here it is. Wah! Free falling, man. That was a scary day. I got within about 120 bucks of, no, I got lower than that. 635. I was about 120 bucks from liquidation. I was starting to get pretty scared. So I took out another loan here at the bottom. Scary times. But their new playground is out. Oh, I don't have it on where you can see it. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so everything I just said was to this picture. But their new playground is out. Oh, no. And I would show it to you, but for some reason, it doesn't want to. Okay. Oh, well. The visual, well, I was going to show you, but I ain't now, I guess. The new visual for the for Ohm, the new platform, is out. Here, let me take it off the screen for a second and see if I can get it up there for you. Because I don't know how. All right, here. So they got the new reward rate out, and here's the website where you can go see it right here. I don't have a link to it because somebody just sent me a screenshot of it. But the rewards aren't going to change too terribly much. But I know that there was some FUD going on. There was some talk about a lost admin key. That's what happened that one day. But of course, it also happened to happen right when it was at where it was supposed to for the Fibonacci, right? But I've been out of crypto for about a week. I went off and had some fun up in the mountains. Have some Matic ready, bridged an early to treat. What do you think of Time, the Ohm knockoff? It's a knockoff, so for me, I'm not getting it. But I went up in the mountains, had a beautiful time with a beautiful woman. And, let's see, Will got liquidated. Paper hands followed. Well, he pulled, the one that I was watching that late night during that dump, he took it out. He took it out of staking and just dumped it all on the market. But then if you notice, he also bought back in when it was down under 600 or right at 600. Oh, you couldn't. This was the Ohm chart I was talking about. I'm sorry. You said you couldn't see it? Yeah, that night it went from 1,300 to 682. It went lower than that. There we go. 612. And the reason I know, I was watching it. I was watching it right here. I was just watching that price. But yeah, I had a good time. Was up in the mountains. My Aggies beat Alabama, #1 team in the nation. It was just the best birthday week ever, and thank you to my hostess who made it so. It was awesome. Had a wonderful time. In spite of flying Southwest on the way home. I did provide liquidity on the Pendle Finance. I did it the day that he did the video, and I haven't looked back at it since. So hopefully I've got a whole bunch of passive income going on over there. Yeah, and I understand that the on Time that the rewards are paying stupid right now, like 50,000 APY. I just don't know that they have the backing that Ohm does as far as what the backing for the DAOs is. I don't know. It scares me. It scares me a little bit. But one of the things for the beginners that we're going to do, because there's a couple of people that I've helped over the last year that have an Ohm wallet set up and using that to do some other things. We're going to use her wallet because I'm kind of a custodian for it right now. And real quick, just going to show you how this whole thing works. So this has been, 8 was the base. Your money printing machine was 8. And so what we're going to do to give you a little bit of play money is we're going to knock the rewards back down to 8, and you're going to have some money to do some stuff with. All right, so that's unstaking right now. So while we're waiting for that to happen, I'll tell you a funny story, man. When I was on vacation, I actually got hurt. And, oh, thank you. All right, so this is embarrassing. So, it was a rather physical night. And, tell your friends. Whoops, sorry. And I hurt myself, and she made me go to the doctor the next day, or it wasn't going to be any more physical activity while I was there. So my birthday, I got to spend basically in an emergency room about 5 hours. But it wasn't a hernia. That's the good news. Bad news is they have no idea what it is. So I'm back home now. And trying to get doctors all on the same page is absolutely horrible. All right, so we've got it unstaked now. So we're going to come over to Mist X. You can do it on Sushi Swap as well. The good thing about doing it on Mist X is if the transaction fails, you don't get charged for the transaction. So what we're going to do to have a little bit of play money in your account is we're going to sell these 3.3 ohm, and we're going to get almost 3/4 of an Ethereum. If you're new, don't be quick clicking through these things. Read these, okay? Not being a chauvinist pig when I say this, but there's one sex, typically the more fairer sex, that does a whole lot of quick clicking when they do that. So while that's doing, let me come read what you guys are saying. Yeah, nothing worse than a free fall. Boy, that morning when it was flying towards my liquidation price down around 500, I was a little concerned. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I see time as a cheaper alternative. Yeah, I just haven't done it yet. I just don't know what the demand is for the time, which is the reason I didn't. Hey, stick to the plan. How you doing, my brother? Just checking in kind of late in Holland. I thought you were in Australia for some reason. Let's see. Did the trade go through yet? It takes a little bit longer on Mist X, but you don't get sandwiched and end up paying more gas, which is nice. Let's see. What else? Just checking. Use Flashbots RPC. Oh, interesting. Instead of Ethereum, huh? All right, well, I just Googled that on the second monitor. Hey, Jabari, how you doing, my brother? I just opened it up. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to put it on the screen yet, but let me study it, and might do it tomorrow then. All right, come on, trade already. Well, yeah, everything is absolutely wonderful, and thank you for asking. I will tell you this. Everybody is, and somebody shared with me, and it was a pay-for service. So I'm not going to share it because that'd be uncool. They pay for the service. They tell me about it, and then I tell everybody else about it. So I'm not going to share the source with you. But it was a pretty interesting take, and I will share the take with you. which I thought was a pretty valid take. Now, how accurate is it? I don't know, but it's certainly something to think about. And her take was this. Originally, hey, Alexander from Belgium. Originally, she was thinking the exact same thing that I have felt and that Tyler's been talking about for a while, that this bull run's going to end sometime between Christmas and Easter. Her take was, when everybody is saying the same thing, maybe you look another direction. Because isn't that the rule of thumb? We need to go against how most people are thinking. And her take was, hey, now the cycle, and I've heard Tyler say the same thing before about how the cycles get longer and the move's not as parabolic. And she was saying next spring was when the end of the bull market. And she said she wouldn't have been even looking that direction had everybody not been saying the exact same thing as far as the bull going to end around Christmas time or springtime. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. And like I said, I'm not saying that's my opinion. I'm just saying that was the whole crux of that article. It was a very interesting article. Use Flashbot, use score. Doing fine. Hope all is well. Yes. Good evening from Belgium. What about the missed dump? Flashbots ain't going to use the missed token. Was it ever going to use the missed token? I don't know that it was ever going to be using the missed token. I don't remember that. I think we're still fine. Hang on, let me. I mean, here's where we are. We're right here. I think we're still fine. But going to be being used with Uniswap and the other DEXs. I think that's huge. I think because right now Alchemist is one of those things that the only people that know about it are the people that know about it. And I think it's still hugely undervalued. Flashbots or not. But I don't know. Maybe I'm too sentimental on the pick. Man, I give it too much slack. But has anybody looked the last couple of days? It looked like the Crucible rewards went backwards yesterday for me, and then jumped back up where it was this morning, the previous day. Back for something for the noobs, and also for you guys as well. Y'all ought to be making sure that you're looking at those. Anything that copper launches, launching. So far, I think the lowest has been a 400, a 500X. Everything on copper launch has been going wonderfully so far. I'm pretty happy with it. That's somebody that I think you should be following as well, if you're new to the game. Here, doesn't help if I'm not showing you. Copper launch. That's somebody on Twitter that you should be following as well. All right, our trade go through? Yes, our trade went through. No, it didn't. Oh, yes, it did. All right. So we did the trade, and so now we got a little bit of ETH. Now, has everybody in here done the Arbitrum bridge yet? Has everybody in our chat done the Arbitrum? Portugal has very crypto-friendly tax laws, which is why a lot of people are going there. The only problem is, if you're a U.S. citizen, the long arm of the IRS follows you regardless of where you are, and until you turn in your citizenship here, but then you also pay an exit tax. I think the wait time in Portugal is 5 years unless you get married or something there to a national. I'm going to check something here real quick. I saw somebody post this morning that Revest had a jump, huh? All right. It did have a nice little jump, didn't it? Nice little morning. Yay! All right. All right. So, has everybody in here done the Arbitrum thing? We'll offer crypto. We'll do copper. Yeah, I would be following copper. If you bridge to Arbitrum, farm the spell token. Great. Nah, I'm just going over to... All right. So, if you haven't done the Arbitrum bridge to qualify for the Arbitrum airdrop, this is the link for that. And all you got to do is deposit it here. Where it says to enter there, you enter there, not where I was trying to type it. So basically what you're going to do, because it's going to take a while, is we're just going to throw a little bit over there. And the gas to do this is $20. All right, there it goes. It says it takes about 10 minutes. Okay, but what we're doing here is just how easy it is. And so I'm trying to show some of the new folks on that stuff. Y'all see the all the stuff going on in the news? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But Southwest Airlines issued a mask mandate. And gave them a deadline. And the pilots said, yeah, no. It was also coupled with a time period when a lot of air traffic controllers were showing their displeasure with the vaccine mandate as well. It's just that Southwest Airlines is running a pretty tight ship to begin with, employee-wise. And when some of those pilots started calling out, you know, they came down with that. They came down with that freedom flu, and all of a sudden, the first day there were like 3,000 flights canceled, and the second day there were 2,000 flights canceled, and I wasn't really that concerned about it, even though I was flying Southwest Airlines back but I was on like day 4, so I knew I was probably going to be inconvenienced, and I was a little bit, but I still got home the same day I was supposed to. But and so then our governor, because Southwest Airlines is based in Texas, our governor came out and signed a bill into law that you can't do max mandates for businesses that are based in Texas. Now, Southwest Airlines, evidently, their CEO is going to go ahead with it. So I think we're going to see a legal fight, which will be kind of interesting. Follow the money. Always follow the money. I'm still bullish on QFI. I haven't looked at it in a while. I think, again, I'll say the same thing that I did before. I just think that when one of the big influencers hits this thing and they realize exactly what it is, it's still way under the radar. I think that when they figure out what this thing is, that we're going to see it shoot way up. But basically, I'm staking them, and whenever the price gets up, and anywhere between the 2 and that 2 and this range right here, which it's only done that a couple of times, I've just been selling rewards. I've still got the major portion of it staking, but I've almost got my initial investment out. And then again, I don't mind playing risky games. I just like to take the edge off, if that makes sense. All right. Let me make sure we're back over here. All right, so you can see it went through. It went through. So we're supposed to go to Uniswap, is that right? I thought there was a tab there to click on. And here we're going to switch over to where did I send it? Oh, I sent it to Arbitrum. I was wanting to send it to Optimism. All right, so now we got some over on Arbitrum. And now we're going to send some over to the Optimism bridge, which is the one I wanted to show you. So don't follow me at home. All right, this is the one we wanted. But it's cool. I mean, we're going to do that one anyway, right? Send a quarter of an ETH over on the bridge. Well, we'll do something on the Arbitrum bridge to qualify for a future Arbitrum airdrop as well. But Optimism was the one I was trying to say. I'm an idiot. But I freely admit it. Yeah, I've done 5 different wallets on the Optimism chain. It's pretty doggone easy. And all we're going to do, for people wondering at home, all we're going to do is we're going to send some money over the bridge. We're going to interact with the exchange so that it shows that we've been in the sandbox. We're going to do some trades, and then trade it back and forth because the fees are very, very low over there. And then we're going to request to send it back, and it takes about a week to get it back. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Bridge link for the Optimism. There you go. Tell your friends. My goodness gracious. I need to have made this one longer then, huh? All right. Has it come through yet? No, it's still working. What else? What else is in the news? Oh, but on the climate thing, I guess I was mistaken because I thought it was an Ethereum-based project, and it was just you were going to slide over to play around a little bit on Poly, and then get an airdrop. I didn't realize that Clima actually lives on Poly, so the Ethereum thing was just a head start. So, yay, that's cool. I just didn't know that, it says it takes 20 minutes. I just didn't realize what I was getting into. So, yeah, that's to get ready for the Clima Day. 1 week hold. No, not a liquidity thing, as it was explained to us by Tyler in one of the live streams. And I'm not 100% sure that I understand it either. But something about being truly decentralized, because there is less liquidity because it's not a centralized thing, which made sense. So to make sure that it's truly decentralized, it takes a little bit to come back. But again, no big deal because you're going to get it back anyway. All right, so we got some money over on Arbitrum, and I'm going to go play around with that for her, but not right now. The Optimism was the one I was wanting to show y'all because that one was the freshest in the house, but screwed that up. Monday Climate World Takeover. Yep, on Matic. We're ready, man. We're ready. We are absolutely ready. Y'all think this Bitcoin jump, y'all think this is just weekend messing around stuff? Yeah, you get it back regardless. I did on all the wallets that I did on Arbitrum, and all of the wallets that I did it on Optimism. It did take a week, but I did get them back. Good night. Stick to the plan. This is usually about the time you come in and say, good morning. No, it's not. That's usually about midnight our time. Later, my friend. Yeah, I didn't really follow it either, buddy. But it's pretty doggone simple. And even when you get it back, you just click right here. It shows you exactly where it is. What else? What are you guys tokens? What are you guys looking at? I've been out of crypto for about a week. Oh, but I didn't finish my story. So when I was coming back, all of my flights were being, I was getting boom, boom, boom. I went from 509 to 7 to 9, back to 5. It was crazy. So I went pizza and beer instead and just said, to heck with it, it's not in my control. But one of the things, here we go. One of the things that was announced at our gate, the guy at the ticket gate with the microphone says, hey, there was a weather delay. There's thunderstorms all across Texas right now. And he goes, you can check your weather app. I'm not lying to you today. And the joke in that is everything in the media was saying, oh yeah, bad weather. That's why 3,000 flights were canceled. Oh yeah, bad weather. That's why 2,000 flights were canceled. There wasn't one, there was only one, but none of the major media channels were covering the freedom flu. They just kept hanging on to, no, there's nobody consenting against the vaccine mandate, except one news channel did. And y'all saw this, right? Dr. Fauci says we might have to cancel Christmas. Here in Texas, we said Giggle Maggie's, and we took Alabama to the woodhouse behind the woodshed. The place we stayed at was absolutely ridiculous. Even in the room, individually wrapped jelly beans. We went to, when we got there, we went and did a very romantic couples massage. And then we came down to our room, and underneath our room was this big, long, heated swimming pool and hot tub. And it was starting to snow. Here you can see a little bit of the snow. But it was starting to snow. So we went down and got into the hot tub. And the snow and the precipitation in the air with the... it was the prettiest sunset I've ever seen in my life, guys. It was absolutely ridiculous. So you can start seeing a little bit of the snow here. I'll be chasing, as far as sunsets go, I'll be chasing that dragon for the rest of my life. Absolutely incredible. How we doing, optimism? Hey, all right, we're done. All right, so you can click here. We've gone over. So now that Ethereum is now over on optimistic Ethereum. Now I should be able to... switch to the optimism network. And then, where'd it go? See, the whole point of this was to show them how easy it is. All right, getting it over there is that easy. Okay, there it is. Where's the Ethereum? There it is. All right. So cut all those parts out. Oh, wait. No, that's not it, is it? All right. I'm going to have to come back here to the messages. What the hell? You said ICO prize, jelly bean. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Hey, Celine, how are you? The mushroom thing was an NFT on Olympus Odyssey. All right, well. Somebody want to tell me what I'm forgetting to do here? Oh, be on her wallet. There it is. All right, splice here. I was on the wrong wallet. So, anyway, after you get it over there on the Optimism Gateway, You go to Uniswap. Make sure you're on the Optimism chain. And then I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to switch the Ethereum for DAI. See how fast that was? And then I'm going to switch it back. And why would I do that? Because who knows if there's a minimum amount that you have to use there, okay? Maybe there is. Maybe this is too small to qualify. So there's once around the block. Just to be sure, let's just go twice around the block. Because the fees over there are so much lower than they are on Ethereum. All right. So now it's back in Ethereum. We used the bridge, which was one of the qualifiers to get the airdrop. We've also done some swaps on Uniswap over there. So now we're just going to tell it to come back to the Ethereum wallet. And it'll take about 1 week. All right, so that only used a little bit and then a little bit on the gas. But then at least for that wallet, for my little unicorn, you are ready for that airdrop, and that Ethereum will be back in your wallet here in about a week, so next Saturday. And in the interim, I'm going to do something here with it on the Arbitrum bridge and then bring it back to the Ethereum chain as well. So we're just letting our money work for us. We're out there looking for free money, that's all. Let me come back over here and see what you guys are talking about, if anything. Oh no! God dog it. God dog it. All right, I'll have to take it down. Son of a gun. All right, I'll just take the stream down and download it and then edit the pictures what you're supposed to be seeing in there. Oh my God. And it's not even like, hey, you got to see some dancing boobies while I was doing that either. Now this is the thing for how to use the Matic bridge to do everything that I was just doing that you didn't get to watch. Son of a gun. Well, good idea, bad execution. I'll do it on another wallet, and I'll just put it up there. Actually, Tyler already did it, didn't he? He already did that video. Oh, man. Best intentions. That's why I need to have one screen where I'm watching over here so I can see y'all say, Scott, can't see anything. All right. Well, basically, what we did, we were on the optimism. Link here. We sent 1/4 of an ETH over to the optimism chain. Then we went to Uniswap. And we went on the Optimism network on Uniswap. I bought some DAI with the ETH. Actually, I did less than that. I did 0.2, I think. I bought some DAI with the ETH. The transaction went through. I flipped it. I bought the ETH back with the DAI. I actually did it 2 times, back and forth. And then I came to withdraw and I pulled it back to the Ethereum mainnet. That's it. It just took me longer because I was not paying attention. Only see your outdoors. Hey, well, it's beautiful outdoor scenery. You're lucky you got to see it at all. I'm playing. Yep, sorry about that for the new guys. I'm an idiot. But you already knew that, so that's cool. What else? Anything? We've been on for, 45 minutes. Y'all got anything that I need to? So, Crazy Investor, the thought is that Optimism is going to be doing an airdrop. Yes, sir. That and the Arbitrum and the Optimism, and then the one that Tyler was talking about on his last video that he did. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that later tonight, as long as gas prices stay low. Hey, Celine, how you doing, my brother? See, you come in, you say hello, and the first thing you do is start criticizing me that you can't see anything on my screen. So anyway, I'll tell you another part of the story, because this part's fun. So I go to the doctor because I was told that I had to go to the doctor, or I wasn't going to get to have any up close and personal time with her, and we wouldn't be physical. So I ended up going to the doctor. Ended up getting a ultrasound. It turns out not to be a hernia. So yay, I can have sex for the rest of the vacation. But he said, we need to do this, we need to do this. I'm like, all right, I can do that right when I get home. Because, quite frankly, I got a pretty girl waiting for me over in my suite I want to get back to. I can do all this stuff at home. And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I am sure. So anyway, I come back home, and it should be as simple as this, right? I saw a doctor in Nevada. I had this test done. Here. He says that you need this test and this test next. So here, can you go ahead and get those tests scheduled for me so that we can see what the next step is? And they go, oh, we can't see you till next week. So you got an appointment for next week. They set me up with an appointment for next week, even though this doctor in Nevada is going, make sure you get taken care of within the next week. So now we're pushing 2 weeks. And I said, I got an idea. Before I come into that doctor appointment next week, why don't you order these 2 fucking tests to be done, and I go do these tests, and then when I come in next week, we're all in chapter 4 instead of you wanting to go back and do chapter 1 again. Oh no, out-of-state doctor. I'm like, look, here's the damn picture. It's not a hernia. We need to find out what it is. Because he gave me a list of things it could be, and I didn't like the sound of any of them. No, gotta do this. And so I came back, I called the doctor in Nevada. I said, you ain't gonna believe this. So I said, can you write me a prescription or a doctor's order so I can go get these tests done? Like, can I just walk in to any normal place and go, give me these tests now, please? And so he wrote me a prescription, and then so I've got one of the tests done. I don't have the results back. And but I did find via the gal who dog sits for me another location in town that if I walk in with those paperwork, they will go ahead and order the other test. It just shouldn't be this hard. That's why people like me don't go to the doctor but once every 5 or 6 years, because we get tired of putting up with that bullshit. So anyway, might be serious, might not be. I'll let y'all know. It's probably nothing. But, yeah, dude. I'll let you guys know. I don't think it's going to be too serious, but as soon as I do know something, I will let y'all know. On the travel front, and then if you guys got coins you want to talk about, throw them in here. Let's look at a couple before we go. Picking up the RV in Virginia in January, and right now the plan is heading down to Tampa, going to spend some time there and on the West Coast, visit with Kenzie for a little bit, and then we're going to hit the West Coast, and then we're going over to Arizona, and we're going to go hang out in the desert for a while. Well, see, Celine, the problem with me is, look, I understand you're upset. You missed the first visit, and you missed your cut of the second visit. Got it. Not my problem. We're on the third visit now. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to use those guys. They piss me off. Oh, Jabari, man, I was trying to man it up, man. Like, she's a nurse, and so I kind of knew. I'd had a hernia before, and I knew what it felt like. So when she woke up, I said, "Hey, come here. I need you to check this." She goes, "Oh yeah, but yeah, you need to go to the doctor." I'm like, "No, I'll be fine." No, you don't understand. If you don't go to the doctor, then me and having sex for the rest of the week. So that kind of sucked. Yeah. And here's the good thing about our broken health system. Our government wants to get involved. Thank you, Professor J. Yeah, I'll let y'all know what's going on. My sister was like, "Oh my gosh, that's horrible that it happens when you're on vacation." And I'm telling her, no, Valerie, it's better that it happens now, because I'm hitting the road in January. How screwed up would it be if I was 1 month, 2 months into it, and then something like this happened? Better it happen now than later. But I appreciate it. And the ironic part is this. Before I left, I said, "All right, you're almost 58. When you come back from this trip, you're going to get caught up on all those regular checkups and shit that you were supposed to have done the last 10 years. And then this happened. This happened while we were on vacation." Well, he gave me a list of things it could be. I mean, but like one of them was this. I'm like, "What's that?" He goes, "Have you ever, necrotic, something to do with my lymph nodes." He said, "Have you ever had the plague?" And I'm like, "Seriously, the plague?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "All right, mark that one off." So that's good. All right, somebody gave us a token to look at. Let's look at it. We got fractal. But yeah, Jabari, I was doing my best. I was doing my best. Fractal. All right, let's look at fractal. And then somebody else had one up here too, right? Oh, Celine. The mushroom thing, I think I answered you already, but it this was mine. It's horrible because I'm not an artist, but it was to register and whitelist for an NFT that was, they had 2 different 1-hour windows. I don't know about fractal. Okay. Now. So it's been out since spring. Lot of tokens. Lot of tokens. 460 million tokens. I guess that's not so bad. What do they do? Bridging the gap between data privacy and data integrity. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. I don't know anything about it. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, my brother. Oh, there. That's the one I was looking for, JK. I'm like, there was another one listed. Yeah, the mushroom, it was just... an Olympus-based NFT. Whenever you see the projects, talking about something, again, those are all about who you're following on Twitter. Whenever I see them tweeting about stuff is when I go in on stuff sometimes. Quan X. Is this a... No, it's an Ethereum. Huh. Interesting. What do they do? Oh, I was just here, wasn't I? I don't know anything about it, but I've got nothing to do except watch football and read tonight. Developers and enterprises can build quantum-resistant smart contract, dApps, and DeFi systems. Interesting. 3 billion tokens. It's been out since the beginning of summer. What's going on now that has the price going up with this recent price increase? Other than the whole market's going up, what? Anything particular going on there? Ah, okay. Thank you, Craig. Thank you so much. Ah, the APR? All right. I mean, I'll take I'll take a better look at it. Fast cloud deployments. All right. Okay, I will certainly take a look at it. Oh, and I apologize, man. Like I said, for whatever reason, this trip and this injury thing, everything's fine. Please, nobody get worried. But I had to go lay down and take a nap early, and when I woke up, I was kind of mentally all over the place. So I will do better if we do one tomorrow. I'll do better tomorrow. But anybody else got anything? Early investor, I look for this in the space. I think my wish is going to be big on me. Yes. I appreciate that, JK. Let me look into this a little more. I saw that Moon River was posting. I went ahead and unstaked some of the polka dot. Some of the polka dot that I was going to use. Well, all that I'm going to use for the Moon River thing last night. So I started my 27-day wait last night. And yeah, I'm going to go pretty decent on Moon River, but nothing like some of you guys are. It lets anyone create a token without coding, like it's WordPress for tokens. I'm not really looking at any gyms specifically, Jabari. I've been in a beautiful place with a beautiful woman and having a beautiful time, and I completely unplugged from crypto for about a week, except from maybe like 3 a.m. till 5 a.m. sometimes, just to see what you guys were talking about. My big move that I'm just getting ready to see what happens is I took some profits on Clima at about 1,500, but that plus a stack of USDC that I was going to try to get over on Poly to participate on the 18th and get some more Clima before that price shoots through the ceiling. That's my short-term goal. You got one? Hey, Michael Fox Salad, how are you, sir? Well, is it a matter of staking, or is it going to be like on Kusama, Carlos, where there's a tab for crowd loans and you just click, and it was pretty easy on Kusama. Adios. I think these are the guys that we went to their after party in Miami at the Bitcoin convention. Audius? I know that one of the Chico armies is really big on this one. He really likes it. If I had to base it just on the after party, I wouldn't invest. I'm playing. It was raining and we were tired. This has something to do with music, right? It has something to do with music. Just use the substrate client. Yeah, use the polka dot wallet. That was the easiest. They're all basically the same, but a little bit different. But isn't that right? Audius is something to do with music. Isn't that right? Yeah. I know that there were some artists that were happy with it. And again, none of the artists I've ever heard of before. But it seems like it's a no-brainer. It's just something that I never went in on, that I went in on. Just didn't make sense for me. But it's just not my cup of tea, not my play. I need to get it, for me, I need to get it within the lens that I can see it more clearly with. That matches up with my work history, my professional work history. Okay, I mentioned Poly and Clima. Can you talk a little bit more of me? Yeah, okay. I know that Michael Foxella, I know there's a few people in the Chico Army that are very high on it, and they're usually in on big projects early. So, my understanding, Jabari, that, see, I thought that Clima was like every other project that we're used to. It gets built on Ethereum, and then other versions show up on other blockchains. And evidently I was mistaken. It was always supposed to live on Polygon. That's why on the 18th you want to bridge over. You want to bridge over any Clima that you have, and any of the, if you participated in the staking of the Clima in your Alchemist Crucible, and send those extra rewards over there as well. It's supposed to be a 1-for-1 swap. Oh my goodness gracious. As far, that's really where I've been focused. Though Jabari is, I'm just focusing on the Clima thing, and the Ohm thing has had me a little tied up as well. So, all right. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Let's go ahead and cut it, and I'll try tomorrow to put something together that's got more content. The content that I had went a lot quicker than I thought. That's what happens when you take a couple of weeks off. You kind of lose your rhythm a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out, guys, because I'm just rumbling and stumbling now. I'm sorry. I didn't like the fact that you had to do 2 transactions to remove the A Clima. Yeah. I don't like that you have to pay to park in the park on the weekends, but it's free during the week, so that's kind of nice. Hey, I know, brother. I know, Carlos. We got to do what we got to do, right? All right. Well, no, it was a horrible video. The main thing I wanted to show you, I didn't even have on the screen while I was doing it. But thank you so much. Thanks for all of you guys that joined us, and I'll have it together better next time. I promise you. Tell you, girls got my head all messed up. All right, my brother and sisters, we appreciate you, and we will talk to you next time. Vaya con huevos.